Hi, it's Yousaf, and today we're going to talk about three new updates in the PPC world to make sure you're better informed for your clients and your agency. Let's jump in. So, the first we have is Google mysteriously pausing ad groups. This is very interesting. We're going to find out why and how you can be on the lookout for it. The second is organic data carousels. Well, what's the difference here? Don't I see carousels on search already? Yes, but that's for feed. So we're going to talk how to activate this for certain websites. And again, this is free. So I think this is a very cool way to strike a lot of points with your clients. Suggest that they opt in for this via some coding they have to implement. But I think this is a big, cool thing for SEO. I expect this to come out for search ads as well soon. And then third is search partner opting out. So right now you can opt out of search partners in PMAX. Also, there's been a little bit of conflict right now with Google and transparency, and search partners is actually part of this because a lot of content has been appearing on so-so sites, not the best sites, and also even privacy sites. So we're going to talk more on that. Let's start with the first one, pausing ad groups. If your ad group currently, if you've been if you've had a campaign and the ad groups for an underperforming ad group, an underperforming, so if it's very low or not even spending, right? Or if it's in only spending a few dollars a month, it'll now be turned off. So I think this is very smart. I think this should have been done. And really, as a buyer, if I was a client and I saw a bunch of greenlit, low performing ad groups that were live, for 13 months, I'd be slightly disappointed. This should definitely be done, my friends, really even after 2 or 3 months. So I'm shocked to say, so apparently it's over 13 months. So if your campaigns have been live for 13 months and they've been very low performing, literally flatlined, or they're not even spending, Google will turn them off, which is great after 13 months. But really, as a buyer, these should already be turned off. I don't know why. I sometimes can tell the quality of the buyer when I log into an AdWords and I see these happen. I'm just like, that drives me nuts because that means no one has just came in and just said, you know what, this is not the best use of resources. Turn these off. And really psychologically, it just makes you aware like these campaigns have been turned off for a reason. They're low performing. Hello. So the fact that they're on is just strange to me. So I think this is very smart. Again, really poor low flatline campaign should be turned on off after 2 to 3 months, even 2 months, but definitely not 13 months. So very smart on Google. Personally, I think it's a resource issue. They have Google Gemini. They run probably the world's largest PPC platform in the world, next to Amazon. Right? They power a lot of sites. So this only makes sense. It's only smart. So be on the lookout. Please check your campaigns. Turn them off if they're flatlined. That's it. The next one we have is data carousels. This is very cool. So, like I said, if you Google something, right, chances are you'll see the feed carousel, right? So, like for instance, if you enter Mortal Kombat. I'm a huge Mortal Kombat player. So if I enter Mortal Kombat and I enter out in search, I get all these. I actually do get a lot of feeds. I get the YouTube feed, I get the X feed, I get the IG feed, I get all these feeds that come up. Well, now what's happening is if you have a rich site, right? When I say rich, I mean like rich in content that falls under these categories: hotels, restaurants, vacation rentals, products, or events. You will actually get a feed for your own site. So it'll actually people can just browse to your site, which I think is really cool. Because it's free. Second, I think, like I said, I usually SEO organic, they're the first to do something and then it becomes available for paid. I think paid, this will mark my words. March 2024, I said this. So, check this out. I think this is going to be a really cool thing. I'm going to link the official dev guidelines from Google in the comments so you can check those out. I think you do have to do some things. So send this to your clients, and this is a win. This is kind of cool, and make sure they opt in. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a real mock. All I got was this made mock by Google, but not one in motion. So and that just shows you how much it's been implemented. So get in on this. I think this is really smart, especially if you have a rich site. So more to come on that. And then lastly, Google Ads Search Partner Network. So let's take a step back for a minute. What is Search Partner Network? Search Partner Network is an extension of Google Search. So there's three different options within Google Search that you can use. When you do search, you have the search in Google. That's it. Just Google search. I only want it to be on search. And that's what, to be honest, guys, that's what I use. I really just stick there. I always advise all my clients, you should just be on Google search. Then you have Google Partners. Google Partners is actually like Google search and YouTube. That's what that is. So what happens here is you're able to do like the search content appears on YouTube, which is smart. That's actually not a bad idea, because YouTube is the world's second largest search engine. Now you're coming into a little bit of conflict with demand gen. Demand gen does the same thing as well. So you got to be kind of careful. I personally am big on demand gen. I think it steers a lot of traffic to within YouTube and within to, if you actually want to send it to certain videos, or if you want to send it out, right? So, and I spend a lot on demand gen. So I actually, just like I said, stay within Google. And then I used to do a lot more YouTube, and it really depends on the client. Then you have the third option. Oh my Lord. Google Display Partners. My Lord. That, the basically here your search ads appear within Google Ads within a certain site. That's what it is. Displays like almost like a 300 by 250, and your search ads appear within there along with certain others. It's really random. I am not a fan of that at all. Some people swear by them. I just think they're trash. Do not ever use them. And that's what's actually been happening, because PMAX, you are automatically opted into this. So you didn't have any control. So now what happens is, on the account level, you're able to opt out of this as well as opt out of YouTube. And even, I don't think you can't opt out of search because they have product feed for shopping. Yes, for PMAX. Yes, that is right. But I think that's really smart. I don't think you should be using display partners. Google Display should be display. Every time I've used search partners for search, I've always noticed it's a lot of cheap clicks. Nothing happens. You get like 10-cent clicks, 5-cent penny clicks, and nothing happens. I would rather spend $1 click and get a conversion than spend 10 cents and get and then that'd be nickel and dime to death, right? So you should not be using display partners if you're running search, in my opinion, at all. So now under PMAX, you can actually, if you do opt in, you can actually pull the impression reporting for your display partners. Pretty cool. Personally, I think I'd still opt out of it, to be honest. You shouldn't be using that. Now, display within PMAX, that's a different story. But the search partner stuff, I think I am just not a fan of that at all. For search partners, I just, no, thank you. Anyways, so that's really it, my friends. As usual, we are on Medium. We have roughly 40 plus articles now on Medium, which I think is awesome. I was going to say outrageous, and it kind of is. We're also on, we have a podcast version of this particular vlog that runs on, I didn't even know this, but it runs on Audible. I know we had Spotify, we have Apple Podcasts, Podchaser, we're on iHeart, and please be on the lookout for more content and come back for more, and always subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me today, and we'll have some more PPC updates later down the road, as well as some interviews. I actually have some interviews scheduled exclusively to PPC with YRV. So thank you again for joining, and I look forward to sharing that content with you. Thank you so much.